y'all, Magickal Rapunzel here, and I'm sitting down with you today to go over heat damage on hair and how to repair that. I recently, in a way, unfortunately, experienced this very thing. I had to have surgery, and I'll show you if you'd like to see. You can probably see right there. It was much bigger. I had a cyst in my wrist that had to get cut out, which meant that I was in a cast for a while and couldn't use this hand at all and couldn't get the cast wet. And here I've got this long hair to take care of and wash. So I thought it'd be a good idea to go to a hair salon and pay for someone. I was like, all I have to have done is someone to wash and dry my hair. That's simple enough. They can't mess that up, right? Oh boy, was I wrong. And I found that out the hard way. So I'm here to share that experience with you. The stylist who I went and saw fried my hair completely with high heat of a hair dryer, and I tried to get him to stop and he would not stop. He insisted on drying it fully. I should have probably gotten up and walked away right there, but I didn't. I didn't realize how much he was damaging my hair. And it wasn't just heat damage, it was breakage as well, because he continued to yank and try to brush on my hair while it was wet, which is something I have mentioned in my hair care and tips video. You never brush your hair when it's wet because it will cause damage and breakage. And I, again, tried telling him that, and he continued to rip at my hair until I told him, again, he needed to stop. He finally listened to that, thank goodness, but unfortunately some damage was already done. And then he fried my hair with a hairdryer. So I had to figure out a way to repair my hair so it would be nice and pretty and full of shine and not fried out and damaged. And it took a while. It's been 2 months now since that happened, about 2 months. It took at least a month before I really was like, oh God, okay, it is repairable and it's savable. So I'm gonna go over that stuff with you, and some of this stuff is just stuff you should be doing in general, but it's absolutely excellent if you're trying to repair heat damage. So number one, actually, that I would suggest is don't use any heat on your hair, okay? And I actually had to a little bit. It's dead of winter, and it was like 2 months ago, it was December then, so really cold. It's like 20 degrees or colder outside, so I had to use a hair dryer because I had to be outside doing stuff. So the hair dryer that I mentioned in my hair care and tips video is tourmaline and titanium, and I'll show you the one that I actually use so you can kind of see what I'm talking about here. There you go. So TT at the end stands for tourmaline titanium. This hair dryer is an excellent hair dryer, and I noticed even before I suffered the damage, I noticed that using that hair dryer made my hair so much softer and not so harsh like the heat from other hair dryers do. Now the next thing that kind of falls right in line with that, and something I started using before I ever even suffered the damage, is the tourmaline and boar bristle hairbrush that I also mentioned in my hair care tips video. And I'll show you the one I use. This is it. That's the brand right there, if you can see it. But there you go. So this is it. I have never used a round hairbrush before myself. So I didn't realize how difficult it is to clean the hair out of a round hairbrush. So a little tip I have for you on that is scissors. Okay, so what I'll do is just like go through and cut like 3 times, about 3 times or so. Cut the hair through the bristles, and then it makes it so much easier to pull the hair out and clean your hairbrush. So there's one tip. Now, probably the biggest tip of all, and you know what, back to the hairbrush for a second. Literally after the first, I was very skeptical about this hairbrush, like how much good is that really gonna do? literally after the first time of brushing my hair was so extremely soft, softer than it's probably ever been, just from brushing my hair out with that hairbrush, okay? Makes a huge difference, I promise you. Now, the biggest tip of all, oils. When you've got heat damage, you have got to hydrate your hair, because the problem is your hair is dehydrated. There's been so much heat on it that it's just sucked up all the natural oils out of your hair that you had. So the best thing that you can do for it is to oil it up like crazy. And if you can, I would even do like oil masks on it, or put a bunch of oil on it, leave it overnight, like sleep with it like that, and then next day wash it out of your hair. Like really give your hair that chance to soak up the oils. And I'll show you the very specific oils that I use to repair my hair. It's actually 2 different types that are combinations of different oils, and those were like a miracle on my hair. Plus it adds a lot of shine to your hair too. It makes it look really nice, and it can do other things like, okay, this one that is probably, I mean, they're both kind of my favorite, but this one can be used, you just don't want to use it on the roots, like where you already have the natural oils from your scalp. So use it about down here, and then all the way, the rest of the way down. This is Be Care Love Superfoods. It's got kale, keratin, and avocado oil. It's a repair hair serum. Let's see if I can kind of get that to focus for you. See if you can see that there. So that's what I used, and this one is probably my favorite, honestly. I love it because it can be used all the way down. It even says, I'll read you a little bit, our repair hair serum elevates your hair care with a potent concentration of kale, keratin, and avocado oil that activates immediately to mend split ends, restore vibrancy to style stressed hair, and increase elasticity for strong, resilient hair. And that's so true, like so true. They don't even mention heat damage, but I swear it works great for heat damage. That's exactly what I used it for. The next oil is it's really interesting. It's the Main Choice. It's an ancient Egyptian recipe, which I love because the ancient Egyptians were like, they were on top of their game when it came to hair care and makeup and all of that. Perfumes, you name it. So this one specifically is a anti-breakage and repair antidote split end treatment serum. So this one's really good for just the ends, and you only want to use it on the ends. And I'll show you this, but with both of them, both of these, the really great thing is that you only have to use a little bit. And I've got a lot of hair, and for me to say that you only have to use a little bit is awesome. So this stuff goes a long way, which is really good. I can't remember, I think maybe this was like $8 a bottle. Nothing really. And I've been using it for 2 months. Let's see if I can, I still have this much oil left in the bottle. So like the majority of the bottle is still there and good to use. It lasts for forever. This stuff right here was like $22 for a bottle. And at first I was kind of like, I don't know if I want to invest that much. But you literally only use 1 pump, and it's like enough, not even enough to fill the whole tip of your finger. And that's all you need, because all you use it on is the ends of your hair. That's it. Like because I have long hair. So I have long ends, especially since I don't do a straight cut. I have, you know, some of my hair ends up here versus some of it all the way down here. So 1 pump will literally get me everything covered right here. And I'll go ahead and show you this bottle so you can kind of see what I'm talking about here. So there it is. And I love it. And it has been very, very good for my split ends, because even before the damage, I had some split ends that I knew I needed to repair. But then when he fried my hair completely, it was so much worse, like at least 10 times worse, and I was about to have a heart attack, I can tell you that. But this stuff, and I'll read you a little bit about it, it says it helps to replenish hair and fight against split ends. It prevents and repairs cuticle damage, deeply penetrates well into all layers of the hair shaft, restores hair condition and delivers shine, and it does. And it's loaded with fatty acids omega-3, 6, and 9. And if you watched my hair care and tip video, I did mention how getting this omega-3, 6, and 9, and all three of the 3, 6, and 9, you don't want just one or two, all three of those is excellent for your hair. So that stuff will be great for you, okay? I think that's about it. Honestly, that's about it, guys. So there you go. If you've got heat damage, I mean, and no chemicals in products. I think that kind of goes unspoken, but no chemicals, no products. Try to not use any heat, no curling irons, no flat irons, nothing. If you need to use a hair dryer, I showed you the one you need to use. The hairbrush you need to use, and the oils. And you know what? Everyone's hair is different. Like, some people have coarser hair than me, some people have finer hair than me. So the oils that work well for you might be different. So you might want to test some things out, but those oils worked excellent for me. So I would definitely give those a try, okay? All right, guys, well, good luck. If you have any hair damage that you need to repair, any heat damage, good luck with that. I wish you the best, and I will see you next time. Bye.